Cipora Kaust already became the enemy of the Third Reich. Why would I run on a cold morning to save my life? We heard gunshots in the distance, but miraculously no one was hit. In the forest, we saw other families try and run, and nobody knew where they are running. After enduring the physical and emotional burden of trekking through the deep woods, my uncle on the second day began his search for a temporary place to rest our party of 8 by the trees covered with leaves. Peering in the distance, he saw a light, and being religious, he had a premonition that the light was a symbol from God to follow that light and try and get help. He decided to go alone and take a chance by doing so. He arrived to a farmhouse. In the window he saw a woman weaving yarn. He went to the window, took a chance with his life, knocked. The woman out of fear stood up and crossed herself. She opened the window and asked my uncle what he wanted. He told her of our predicament, and she decided to let him into the house. While he was waiting, she called her husband into the room, and that is when the miracle started. Uncle Ben recognized the gentleman as Dr. Luchinski, a Polish veterinarian that years before, during the Russian occupation, my uncle did a good deed for them. At that time, my uncle was a manager in a flour mill, and no other managers wanted to give him flour to make bread for his own children, but my uncle did do so, and Dr. Luchinski remembered it. He also told my uncle, when it gets dark, to go back and bring the rest of the family into the farmhouse. As you see, being the Dr. Luchinski was the veterinarian, he knew when the Polish and German patrolmen make rounds in the area, so he knew to guide my uncle when to come back. When it was dark, my uncle brought us all back. Dr. and Mrs. Luchinski told his children never, never to divulge to anyone that they will help us. Being that in 1942 an order was given that anyone that tries to help a Jew and they are found, not only the Jew will be killed, but also the non-Jew that tried to help. Vater and his wife Anna decided to place us in their potato silo, a hole below ground, camouflaged with wood, branches, and leaves. This was the only way we could be hidden with no one to find us.